Darn it, I just realized I was... Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. Swinging my camera around for a second. I don't know if this... I hear it on my iPad. I'm just making sure that I'm doing things correctly. It's just a little distracting. Okay. I do apologize for the background behind me. It's a little cluttered, but it's not too bad, I guess. Oops. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of feedback. That's not what I meant to do. Hold on. Okay, I'm just making sure everything's working well. Maybe that looks better. Possibly. Well, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a short timer, and in which time I will do a couple of things and make sure everything's working well, and I'm going to go get a couple more supplies, and I will be right back momentarily. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's right. I'm so used to saying that on my other channel.
Who's that? Oh.
Um, Okay. So I am back, and so I did hear the meow on both ends, the iPad and this one. So anyway, this is trying to work out the sound issues because this is the first time broadcasting in this way. So I have a couple of choices for this background that I have. And when I created it, there we go. Let's see. There. Now I can see better. This is a print that I had made with my 4-inch circle gel press. I started with, I do believe this is all watercolor. I did not use, I don't believe, any Distress Oxide inks, but I like to use those too a lot. See? So my original idea was to use this tree, which is amazing. It's highly detailed, and because I thought it looked like the tree. I was thinking about a tree and fall leaves, and then they're all falling off of it because obviously the main image is pretty kind of bare and kind of Halloween-y looking. So let me go from there for now. Peel this off. They call it an index sheet. So it's also very useful for deciding where to place your image. So I can make it go off to the side or not. Since I kind of wanted this to look like the tree, maybe that would work well. Right inside the circle. So okay. I do have something to put the stamp on. Needed a nice big piece of acrylic. And I have to make sure it's on there really well. I'm going to try something. Okay. I hope people can hear me all right. I will go ahead and stamp this. I think I will use this VersaFine Clair. It is a black and it's pigment, and the color is called Twilight. Wait, Twilight. That's not exactly what I meant, is it? Ah, I really wanted Nocturne, the black. But the Twilight is nice. It's a very, very dark navy. don't know. Now I've unmuted myself not, on the laptop. I'm still working this out. Sorry, folks. Oops. I don't have a brown yet in Versifying Clair. There's one called Acorn, I believe, which is a dark brown. There's a couple of browns. There's one that's really, really dark. I think Acorn's kind of a medium dark. And then there's a really super dark brown. I'm just making sure that it's completely covered. So I'm tapping it on because it's better to tap with the ink than it is to do it the other way around. I keep hearing. And I'm just going to wipe that little bit off there because I don't want it to get on the background. Because I want the best impression I can. I really like their stamps because they're very thick and they're just really high quality. Okay. Just making sure that's on there. Super good. In addition, okay. Here we go. Set that aside. I do think that's enough colors going on. Oh, I know. I need something. It's really beneficial to have. Good thing I did that because I found more ink. I found ink on the piece of acrylic. So I'm going to move this stuff away momentarily. And okay, moving my spots there. My brusho. Okay. Okay. So this is Canson watercolor paper. It is their smoothest one. Just making sure that's as fine as I can get it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now this is watercolor paper, and this is the rough side, basically. So I'm going to let this really soak in, really soak in, and push really hard as I can. All of this helps when you're using watercolor paper. And I can reproduce this. I just realized it's just a little bit on the crooked side, but you know, that's old oak trees, right? I just absolutely love the level of detail in this stamp. Some people also they have these tools that look like an air hockey thing. And so it's supposed to be very helpful for this, especially if somebody might have arthritis in their hands. I have a little bit. See, so that's fine, but you can definitely see the level of detail there. And also, this is completely colorable, and I can take maybe a pen like this, like a micron, or you can take um, you can probably use a black embossing pen too, because it's the same thing. So something like that for filling in any little gaps that might occur. Like some parts of like that branch there, and some of this, it's a little bit didn't print well. So you can just, but this is not a very fine point, so that's a finer point. Dot it so it's not too obvious. You can also take a much finer point for the little ends there. So. Yeah, I kind of wish I had a finer point, but it's all right. Anyway, I'm just showing an idea that I had. do apologize for my phone. No, that's my iPad because my phone is muted. I forgot to mute my iPad and I apologize. But what do y'all think? I mean, that's not too bad. So you can kind of see what I was going for anyway. And the trunk looks really good, I think. And I can take some watercolor paint, put in maybe a couple more dots there. Trying to be light. I think I need to be lighter about it since I don't have right in front of me. So I'm using this right next to it so I can see what I'm doing. I don't know, that's a little bit, I need something a little smaller, but I'm just, you could also use actually, something like this because it's very similar. Yeah, so I use this a lot if I need something finer point. Or this, especially if you're not going to be with the pigment inks, you can do things like embossing, wet embossing, and with heat, with embossing powders, right? Which I'm not doing at the moment, but if anybody watching this might be, oh, I have somebody in the chat. Hi, Diane. Can you hear me okay? It's work, it's work. Please tell me you can hear me okay. So this audio is through my laptop and I have my headset on. Yeah, that's the background there is from my gel plates, yes. And I was showing all my small ones. Do you want to see the big ones though? I even have like examples and things I took to that art show, actually, if you want to see. One thing I was saying earlier is that one thing I had planned to do today was to record a short or something I can use for a short. To show what they can do, or at least the basics of what they can do. I was thinking like showing a size. There's just a delay in what I'm hearing, and that's why I'm asking about the sound. So great. Of course, closer to screen, you're clearer. But you see, oh, I still have that. I had a timer going earlier because I had to step away. Okay, thank you for verifying about the sound. that was a little bit of an issue. I'm having a couple issues, but I got my tripod to work basically. So yes, um, my 4-inch round gel press made this. So one thing I was thinking was, where'd they go? Oh, this can make these. This can make this. Does that make sense? And I'll color the trunk and portions of the branches that need coloring. Yes, thank you for that. Take from the center there. Even if it's I mean it excuse me, if you take it in landscape mode, yes, it takes the center. Is that still true if you use portrait mode? Those? And I have bookmarks with the oval printed on. And so my 8-inch round can make, it's still wrapped up. I'm going to show the better one. I've made a second one, but it just wasn't as good of a print. I like this print better. Can make this. Right. So, and anybody would like, please let me know, and I can. Although I'm sort of planning on bringing it with me to this market, I will be at the last weekend of October. Convert part of this video. No, I need to I need to add Pro. I need to add storage so I can so I don't have to remove anything from the history. I think I need to add Pro because it would make things so much easier on so many levels. However, it's as you know, it's more costly than the mid-range pricing. So, but so how I'm made this again is with different strengths of watercolor applied to this. And you sprinkle on some water. And that's what you get. And then I also sprinkled on watercolor paint after the fact. And so you have a fall-like image. I do believe I used mostly this, and I do love I used a little bit of sap green, but I really like this one here, and I think I used a touch bit of this. And I love this watercolor set, Diane. I found it at my local Walmart. I think I treated myself to it last year or something. I think it was a Christmas present from myself. Yeah, these are great, aren't they? They're really cool. Yeah, very convenient. You have a lot of colors, and then it just. I don't. I took the little cleaning thing off the top there, but it does come with where'd it go? The sign. Ah, it does come with a travel water brush. So, for what is it, $15, something like that, 12, 13, $14. It's great. It's so handy. I just try to keep it on me as often as I can. Really, you can't beat it. Seriously. No, they're great. Love it so much. I really enjoy these greens, and I like the ochre. I guess that's ochre. It's a darkish ochre. It's a little darker than that, I guess, maybe, but some really great blues. There's even a mixing tray, which I like. I like this purple here too. I got a little too dry at one point, but they're fine. They're fine. And yeah, that's a real, let me see. Let me get the brush. Let me see what I can do here. Off. Okay, I have a little green on there, but that's okay. I'll probably just use the watercolor brown to color the trunk on that. But see, it's nice. You can hear my husband working in the background, can't you? Because I can hear it through my headset. How else you can do this? So that how I got all those splashes and splooshes on there was using fan brush. I do like to do that very much. Keep that there for use. And ochre. Hubby's working very hard. I'm just working out here in the living room at my desk because it was a lot easier. Some brown. Are you working very hard, Kevin? Mm-hmm. Apparently. Do you have any plans, Diane, for this weekend? What's this? Probably right about the 15. Oh yeah, the price. Okay. No worries. Yeah, somewhere between 12 and 15. Says working hubby is not a bad thing. Oh well. Yes. I might be distracting him slightly, but he's a hard worker. He doesn't let things really distract them very much. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Like it. Yeah, I have so much fun with these gel presses. They're very freeing, you know. I almost wanted to call you Di because I have a family friend whose name is Diane. I know so many Dianes. It's crazy. Right, Kev?
Mm-hmm.
There are multiple family friends. This is another way of doing this. So, and I'll shake it off, both of them. So it's helpful. I need some in that right corner, I think. Let's see. And what I might do, that should be really good, is take some, whoops, sorry about hitting the iPad there, is, but what's great about this ink is that it's permanent. Once it's completely dry, I might just give it a couple more minutes, just because, just to make sure. Oops, more water. Yeah, there we go. That's what I needed. Okay, here in the, probably in the shot. Coming. Because I took my hair down not so long ago. So after washing it. There we go. Oh, I felt that splashing. Like, where's it going? That is so strange hearing that in my. I'm sitting down again. We have a big local celebration that takes over the town. We'll probably just work on projects. You're not going to the thing. It's Bible Lesta. Used to be what the town was known for, but times have changed. Let's see, today's Friday the 6th. I think there's something going on in our little town tonight, actually.
First Friday.
I saw that this morning.
First Friday. First Friday in this month.
Did they do first Friday or second?
It could be second.
It could be. And then, I found out, guess what, guys? I found out that, and hi, Hot Laura, they're having a Tampa Bay Lightning watch party Sunday at a park in our town that has an outdoor hockey, like street hockey rink. What was funny? I don't remember. I'm sorry. And hi, Laura. How are you? So yeah, so this is how I did. This is how, Laura, I'm showing how I made this. Let's see, sure I can. And also, this is the first time I've done a stream like this where I've got 2 cameras going on and such that maybe successfully-ish. So, actually, I just put the tree stamping on. So I'm just going to try to reproduce this as quickly as I can here. me see if I can get more green on there too, I think. Actually, I need to put some water in this brush, but I'll do that later. That's fine. Let's see. Green. Here. I was saying earlier, I really like this color green. I can wipe that off. That's fine. Or not. Some people just don't bother. That's right there for sure. Hubby's chair is kind of squeaky, isn't it? So, as a lot of you may know, my Instagram is quite chock full of images from my walks with my dog. And I even there we go. I need a little more water on there. I even okay, that's better. I even did a short, filmed a short. It took me a couple of days to do it, but long story. I did upload that yesterday when I had a chance to do it. I think I checked it this morning. It had 37 views of me explaining what the heck a step walk is. So, and I mentioned, like I usually do at the beginning of this stream, that I'm an author, editor, and artist. So the stat walk thing was created by a friend of mine who is a freelance editor, works with authors, and oh yeah, this is looking a lot better. I like it. Trying to have this on a smaller scale because it's a smaller gel press and not have splashes too terribly big. There, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to apply a little bit of water. I don't know if I kind of want to add a little bit of my Brusho, Diane, because you can mix it together. But because it's basically the same thing as just more of an ink instead of watercolor exactly. But it's just water basically. I mean, it's watercolory water, but that's fine because it all blends together. Okay, let's check the chat. Let's see, what's this? Ours is more known for water wars now. Whole town has a water fight and related activities on town square. Yeah, our town has a relationship with the Tampa Bay Lightning hockey team. Let me clarify. And so about 2 years ago, it was 3 years ago, and like I said earlier, an outdoor street hockey, whatever, rink. Thank you, rink. Was made. Gosh, that was 3 years ago already. We were at the opening day. At this little park that's here in Oldsmar, of all places, but it kind of is on the map for a few things, Oldsmar. All right, we're almost there. I just want to add a little bit more water. All right. Maybe the splooshes be too big, but just okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe. All right. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. It's fine. But I tend to worry because we have a fan going.
It has to be at least 3 years because it was built when I worked for him, and I haven't worked for him for 2.
Okay. Hubby used to work for the for Emily Arena. Moving that out of the way. Okay. I'm going to use the smooth side. That was a rough side, and it's a little harder to get a good print when you're stamping on it. And I like to do stamping, so let's see. What I might do is do it the other way around. Lay this down this way. And then use it like a stamp, which is great. I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so give it some room because that corner's not so good. So plenty of room to work with. I can cut it down if I have to. And watch this. See this? Put these out of the way. Make sure you can see it. Now, sploosh, splish, squish. And it's kind of fun to watch. Let me do it like this. I really didn't use enough water, I guess. Oops. It kind of went over, but that's okay. Oh well, that's fine. I think I don't know, did I use too much water? I'm still kind of getting used to this. Okay, that's okay. I can, let's see. Well, it wasn't as well as I thought it was. But I can take another piece of paper to dab some of that up, or leave it. You can leave it, or you can make it move. Kind of various ways. You can spray it with more water. So that's a thing. Yeah, this came out very different. And that's the thing. You don't know what it's gonna do, really. This is not exactly, well, it's all right. And you can leave it like that. It almost looked like a tree anyway. I think I'm gonna go to 4 o'clock, by the way. That was my original plan. Oh, what do you guys think? it's out of the shot. Sorry. 1 second. Moving things around because, there. You know, it's okay. And you can kind of play with it. Maybe take a round brush or something and just kind of move it around a little, whatever. Or fill this in, maybe. But having it look more organic with those shapes like that, in a way, I kind of like prefer it. But thanks. My town is so awesome. It has been on ABC News or CBS or one of those. Okay. Yeah. That can be a lot of fun. 18. Hey, we can hear you.
Well, my life.
Oh, that's funny. Team. Apparently they do. I've seen it probably because I watch so many Joe Press videos that I started seeing Temu ads for gel presses, the large ones, the large. Temu, I don't buy much from Temu these days. I have too much stuff already. So do I. My mantra is to use up what I have first. Yes. Oh, the thing, that event. Fire department goes around the square and sprays everyone. Bubble machine, ice baths, etc. Just thinking where you can get inexpensive chocolates. You know, buying directly from the what's it called? Gel Press. There's two main companies. One is Gel Press, and the other is I can't remember. Jelly Arts. That's not right. But yes, you can also make them, but they don't last very long. I think they last about 2 weeks, and you have to keep them in the refrigerator so they don't melt. I have not either. I was going to, and then I decided it's too messy. And when you buy them, if you take care of them, they'll last you for years. Kind of like stamps. It's like, yes, I will be ending at 4 o'clock. No, what is it with the so and my typos? Yeah, he's not bothering us in the least, they say. But anyway, that looks kind of cool. Like that.
Fudge.
So very organic looking, huh? I kind of like that on the left there. The detail. It kind of reminds me of something that I had made at one point. I don't remember if I've shown it before. Let me see. Now, these were all made with that same gel press. I think I made this cover on my last art stream. Question mark? I like that. I like how that one came out. And I really love this one, which actually, I made this, um, this card, the background, and I did all of this during a demo that I did not this past February, but last year. I was at a con slash market. I keep talking slowly because I have this echo. The sound is coming through here. So and I really liked how it came out. And somebody stood there and watched me do this demo. I think it was mostly just the central gel print, and then I started working on it after it was dry. So. But we talked a lot. But she was very nice. And there's this, because I thought some of those details looked like mountains to me, and so this dragon flying through the mountains. Although sometimes I think it needs a little something, but this is very wet. It's going to take a little time to dry. Put it under the fan. It doesn't look too bad. Right under the fan. So dry nice and quickly. But when you're using, instead of watercolor, and you're using inks instead, did the Distress Oxide inks, which are these, they do seem to dry faster. But this, that you see on what you see when you're watching me around it, I've explained before, Diane, that's a gel press print. That's around the video. That's actually that large one that I showed. No, it's not. I'm sorry. That's not that one. That was a different one. That was actually ended up on a card that a friend of mine bought for my Etsy shop. The one with, it was stamped with, an image of a hobbit door.
Yes.
But before I used it to make the card, I took a high-res photo of it.
Yes.
So it's all over.
Yes, it's P.O. Box
my social media now.
947297, Atlanta, Georgia 30394.
So I'm gonna try and talk over that.
Okay,
what
thank
he's
you.
Doing, so but I try very hard to talk over it. So yeah. Okay. think this is probably dry now. But I'm gonna flip that over. So make sure that's dry. Got some brown in here and some green. Oh, I like how that looks. Because it looks like moss or something. That's some brown. Just had a song pop in my head because we've listening to a lot of Monkeys songs in the car. We had gotten a couple of oops, CDs, Monkeys CDs for the summer because we had gone on a car trip or two. Yeah, I can't see how those look, but hold on. Right now I'm gonna let's split these out of the way. Okay. Get some brown and darken this in the back especially. What time is it? Okay. We're pretty good. I don't want to go too long. I want to end no later than 4 because I do want to attend Sarah's live if she is doing it. Trunk. So we've been relearning Monkeys songs. Lots of I'm a Believer and all that stuff. And the kid actually has really enjoyed it, and he seems to be really liking their songs. And he knew about I'm a Believer because of Shrek, obviously. So, because it's in there with Eddie Murphy singing it. So he knew about it, that song. So, and we had caught Monkeys shows during the summer because they were playing it on some channel. I don't remember which one it was, but we were enjoying watching it and just having that flashback. Get that off so we can see better. What do you think? And so this isn't floating in space. I'll add something to the bottom. Excuse me. So that notification. Do that. I also like using this, Diane, because it does have a really good point on it. It's very helpful for getting in those tight spaces, right? That's not too bad, I guess. Maybe just a little more brown. I'll probably maybe mix a little brown and black together for some shadow down here, so that it's not hovering in space, right?
Yeah, Barbara,
Diane?
my name's Kevin. And
So I'm going to try and talk over that because of, hold on one minute.
D42694.
1 second.
Seven 3806.
I muted that.
Pediatric physicians from the St. Paul Children's Hospital.
I'm trying to mute some things.
Well, I'm trying to log into Epic.
1 second.
It says that my
How's that?
hello.
Okay, he's still.
It's Kevin.
I guess.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
So, let's see how this looks. Let's see. Space where I can blend this. Wait a minute. That's probably from that.
K, Y, capital K.
1 second.
Little y. 0131 pound.
Oops. shadows are giving me problems, Diane. I don't know if I don't really care for it. I'm trying to. I don't care for it. I'm gonna make it move a little. I don't know. It could be better. It could be worse. I don't know why these shadows give me problems. Any thoughts? Thanks. Yeah. It's kind of like a full moon too. But it almost looks like it could be. It's kind of both a moon and a. Because that was one thought I had too, was that it's a full moon and the leaves are falling. There's also, I bought something from my stash that, again, same company. These are circle masks. So the circles are the masks and the negative is the stencil. And these create defined moons and things. So that's kind of, is it the same? It's almost the same size. It's just slightly smaller of an image. Dog. Okay. Hope everybody who buys from me knows that we're dog people. So that's, it's almost the same size. So I have not used these very much yet, but I have plans. So there's there. So there's that size, which I don't see. There's not a description of the sizes on the packaging. And then there's this one, which looks about 2 inches. Yeah. 2 inches approximately. And then the last two, and they can also be used to create moons, which is pretty cool. If there's anything I've been fascinated with in the last, I don't know. Yeah, I know. She's really good at drawing trees. There's several trees in the line of stuff. So far, for some reason, I only have one yet. That's silly because a lot of people know that I have this almost obsession with trees. There's a tree in the title of my novel. The word tree is in the title of my novel. This stamp is actually called Sacred Tree. So yeah. And then they also have lots of fairies. Let's see. her name is Celeste, and the lady's name is Tracy. I think her middle name is Lavinia Dutton, and she's in the UK. The company's based in the UK. So I completely agree with you, Diane. There's just something about, and even though they are irregularly shaped, they're always visually balanced in some way, right? I'm looking at a tree that's outside my window. That's an oak tree, and there's something about oak trees that even though it's not, of course they're never symmetrical. They're never, when they're left to their own devices, they have an organic way about them, right, in their construction, but they're always balanced because they have to be, or they'd be uprooted, right? So I don't know. It's fascinating to me. Yes, branchy trees are just wonderful. You know, especially if they're on a property, but people don't hack them to bits and try to force them to grow a certain way. And the same thing the same thing goes for bushes. Thank you very much. But I agree. Dog people are the best. I mean, I like cats as well. There's another one of their stamps that I really like. I have not used yet, but I'm going to. Like, if not before, sometime this weekend. Because there's something I want to use this with. I have a gel press print, a large one, with use the 8-inch round. Diane. Oh yeah. And I love this stamp very much. And I had used it in a journal, in an art journal. I don't have that in front of me, but my plan is to use that 4-inch gel press as a moon. I was thinking glittery inks as a background. And the level of detail is really good. I mean, look at that. Lots of fairies and dragons and stuff like that. Fascinating stuff. But she seems to have a real love of nature. There's lots of ivies, different kinds of ivy, and lots of things. So, yeah. So and this cool lady here. These are the same company again. They have lots of Halloween type stamps. So I really enjoyed making that one when I was making some bookmarks. So, because, you know, me and bookmarks. So, you know, I guess that's not too bad, huh, Diane? Or should I add more to the shadow? You can think and thinking. I'm trying to see if I can straighten this a little bit. But you're right, it does look like a moon in the background and the leaves are falling. So, yeah. So, but yeah, maybe if you would like me to, before I go, I can get an ink and show you guys about these moons, because they're really cool. And you can use them, like they're just stencils, right? And masks. So you can use them with inks. and probably paints. Definitely wet inks, like just dress up and stuff.
Hey, yeah, Barbara, it's Kevin again.
Tis the season.
It's D4 and
Tis the season.
1694.
So, oh, is that the what's her name? What's her name? Can't remember her name right now. Her name is Zamira.
Well, the
and
question I
that,
have
so,
is because I have a claim
talk
for
over
you
my
guys.
husband.
And it's for a
This
patient
is Zamira.
that I can't find the
The
medical records
ironic thing
for. It doesn't seem to be in their medical records.
I
for,
had a dream,
medical records.
you know.
I don't have, all I have is a name and date of birth. I don't have anything else.
A few years back,
and date of
where
I can't, it doesn't seem, I can't find, all the search criteria I looked at through, I can't find that patient.
But she reminds me of this character that was in a dream I had several years ago. Oh, maybe 10 years ago or so, before I even saw this. That kind of looked like
call
this.
you guys.
She was.
I don't know.
We
don't have access to
kind
that.
of. She was magical, and she was turning in a circle, and there were these things, aspects of the dress she had on that were like, it looked like they were shredded to ribbons, or they were made to look like ribbons, and she was turning, and they were just flowing with her, and I swear it looked like this. It was the interesting thing. I thought, oh my God, that looks like that character in that dream. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Which I might have to use this character I dreamed of, literally, in a story somewhere. She was like in or near an old
Tampa General Hospital.
Yeah, she looked like
Tampa General Circle, Tampa 606.
Maybe, or I don't know. Thank you for that. Yeah, the thing is, it's artist subjective, right? Artist subjective.
The insurance company's looking for it.
It can be whatever you think it is,
and the,
right?
And the address that was on that's actually on the claim said that it was performed at Tampa General Hospital.
So I'm trying to talk over him. So yeah. So anyway, that might be all right. Yeah, I think you might be all right. Diane. So I'm just trying to get this to flatten out a little bit more since it was slightly damp. Yeah, and I can get it to flatten out just a little bit more. La 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 la.
First name is Caleb, and the date of birth is 2/17/2009.
Okay, I think he's
correct. Yes,
most of the what his call was about. Okay, that's a lot more straight too. I
February
think.
17, 2009.
Not like la 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 la. It's a lot. It's a lot more flat. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty happy about how that looks. I think.
Looks like it was.
Thank you, Laura. I appreciate
looks like
that.
Some kind of surgery is what it looks like.
I like that. I mean, thank you very much for that. I'm getting a little warm. I had
6/15
an overshirt, like a not a heavy. It's a cotton flannel like shirt over a tank. You know, one of those strappy tanks. You know. I was getting really warm. But it felt really good when my hair was still damp. But you know, Florida, right, Laura? It's
okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And I can do it either way with this one. I could either stamp it first and then do it, which I could do. And then put the stamp.
It's an office visit.
I mean the gel press
there's
over top of it, because
5460
really either way it would work.
54640.
Either way it would work. And that is called Fairy Washing Line.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's still hot. It's still hot.
Thank you.
But Is it going to be cool in your area over the weekend, Laura? Because it's supposed to be here. You know, somewhere around 62, 63 for a low in the morning. That's going to be such a relief. But it's supposed to cool off this weekend here. It hasn't been in the 60s since probably March or April or May, possibly May. You know, it's hot. It's hot most of the year here in Florida. In Central Florida. That doesn't look too bad. I've gotten it a lot more flat too. So, wait for that. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with it. So, it was on the good pile. Oh, it's almost 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So if you have any ideas for me for next time in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, not next Friday, but the following, because that's what people had decided to do. I'm gonna show my coffee cup. That's what I had. That's what got the winter vote. I said winter because I saw your comment. That's what got the most votes when I had put it. I had put it in my community tab. I put a poll up a while back, probably early September, something like that. So Laura says, looks like the lows are getting into the 60s. That means the nights will be good. Yeah. But the days are in the mid 80s until the 15th. Then we get a 76. Oh, you do? Wow, that's great. People get out winter coats. Yeah. But I actually have an orange, you know, like a camisole type. See? Yeah, thanks. It's a thrift shop find cup. It's the kitty on top, and the jack-o'-lantern on the inside. It's probably circa, I don't know, early 2000s maybe. It's yeah, it's only a little chip. I'm trying to ignore it, but I like the little. So we're trying to break out the Halloween stuff slowly but surely. It's hard because it's so warm for me, I think. It's 54 right now in Kansas. Who says is that my first arm? Sorry. I just popped in my head. Laura says, "Oh, I'm still too much of a Chicagoan. I am not winter coat until much colder." Yeah. I would like to wear jeans again. I kind of have to wear jeans, but that's a whole other ball wax that nobody wants to hear right now. But yeah, I wear jeans. My friend was giving me a hard time because we had chili and she doesn't make it till fall. That's always been a fall thing in my family. Actually, it's a Halloween tradition that my mother started when I was a kid. Anyway, it's 4 o'clock, and guess I'm gonna go. Or you guys can hightail it off to Sarah Cannon's coffee chat. I've thought about doing coffee chats myself here and there. To you know, for various reasons, you know, in various spaces that I'm on now. Yeah, chili because it was like in Florida, if we don't have chili because we wanted it, we'd never have it. Yeah, It's for her, it's time dependent. Yeah, for my mother, it kind of was. It always made her think of it and think about making it if it was cool out. But you're welcome. I'm glad to show how I do these things. It's a lot of fun, and then I find it relaxing. So, all right, I'll see you guys later. I might take a few more minutes here, but please feel free to go, and I will see you guys later. Okay. So I'm just gonna wrap up a few things here, and I might go ahead and put and use my outro. I'm gonna use the same outro for my other channel, for my writer channel. So yeah, I just had this thing on because that was cool after my show. And inside. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed my little art stream. Sorry about my background. I just didn't take the time to move my main camera. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you later. Again, if you have any ideas about what you might like for me to show you, anything specific, I can do more moons. I would like to do more moons. I think they're fascinating. Excuse me. I forgot to show this Zamira, I believe is her name, and that's also a gel press print I made, and I thought it looked really cool. And then I saw a tutorial on the Living Stamps YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm here.
And it was something like this, just my version of it. Anyway,
I've already done.
thank you very much for coming and watching, either live or on the replay. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.